Welcome to Family Gamer TV. We've got a quick look here at a new game from the makers of Candy Crush Saga. That's King, and they've come up with a new version of the Bubble Witch Saga game, Bubble Witch Saga 2. So we've got some exclusive gameplay footage here. First up on iPad. Now you can see this looks familiar if you've played a bubble matching game. You have the bubbles at the top, you've got your source of bubbles coming in from the side. You can switch some, so you can put some back for reserve, and you've got to try and match different combinations of bubbles. And by doing that, and by continuing to do that, you increase your score and increase your multiplier. Now what's different about Bubble Witch Saga is that you have these cauldrons at the bottom of the screen. In front of them, you can see there you've got these spiders with different items that pop up. But once you get rid of those, then your bubbles that you pop can fall down into the cauldron, and that's how you generate these big score multipliers. So if we move over, that's the iPad version. We're going to have a look here at the iPhone, and you'll notice that both iPad and iPhone, the main gameplay is orientated in a sort of a horizontal mode. Now this was key, and we got an interview coming up with King, and they were saying how this is a key aspect of how they designed their game. Candy Crush had this as well, and it ensures that you can play the game with one hand. I'm sure you've seen people on public transport, on the bus to school, wherever you are, people are playing Candy Crush Saga, and that part of that is because you can play it with one hand. So rather than translating the Bubble Witch Saga into a horizontal landscape mode, they've kept that portrait orientation, which I think stands them in good stead. You can see how the screen is laid out differently, and using here that sort of tilting mechanic, as you sort of tilt your phone, you can see how the whole playfield is tilting around that ghost, adding a different sort of play. But however you do it, you can do it with one hand. You can see it's triggered here a hot pot bonus, which increases the value of those pots at the bottom. You can see at the very bottom of our screen, you've got